Hello, my fellow car modelers. I am going to be blowing my mouth off on this subject. I'm not feeling too well. You can hear by my voice. I've been a little down on the weather. My grandson got sick because, of course, what does that mean? I get sick. It's been fun. I finally get a day off. And I just wanted to blow out a quick vlog. And I was like wanting to do something, just a quick vlog. And I went to Lucas C's. Makes people mad. There's some people that are mad about that. Model car hobby headquarters. And I posed the subject, hey, I want to blow my face off. You got anything controversial? I asked the peoples. I got a ton of great ideas. And then Robert Judson totally threw one out there I wasn't even thinking. And it's one that really chaps my hide. I constantly see this. It drives me out of my mind. And I'm going to flat out say it. And this is going to make some of you mad with any luck. I like controversy, and I like taking you guys off because it grants me a lot of views. So here it is. Check it out. You guys who complain about Tamiya kits and, you know, Fujimi, those type of kits. When I say Tamiya, I usually put a blanket over the imports into the U.S., that is, because on account I'm in the U.S. The complaint about the price of a Tamiya kit, and it don't have an engine. They're just curbside, which I'm going to correct you right there. It's not a curbside. A curbside, as it was defined in the 80s, a curbside is a model that has blacked out windows, no interior, no engine, no frickin' chassis detail. It's just a body with wheels. Sometimes I've even built them where there's no chassis, and I glued wheels and tires up under them. That is a curbside. So Tamiyas are not curbside. The new Tamiya Ford Mustang that some of you, I don't want to totally offend, but you guys really gnaw at me. Yeah, I'm not getting it because I'm not going to pay that kind of money because it's just a curbside. Oh, dudes, it's not a freaking curbside. You see how this lights me up? Because you're only hurting yourself. I'm going to tell you this. You're hurting yourself. And first of all, yeah, there's a reason why Tamiya kits are a little more expensive. And these days, they're really not that much more expensive. I mean, some of the kits put out by Round 2 and kits put out by Revell are almost as much money as a Tamiya kit. But the Tamiya kits are light years ahead of those. They are. The quality is so amazing. So what if they don't have an engine? Will you stop? There's so much other things about those kits that are so high quality that demands more money. Because yes, Tamiya is a bit proud, and they have every right to be. As a matter of fact, I totally suggest you guys go over to Max's Models YouTube channel. This guy does amazing documentaries on all the different subjects and model companies and all model car subjects. Not model car, model kit subjects. Max has a great documentary. I think I'll even put it in the description below. I'll put a link to his video that's on Tamiya. And he talks about it, why they are so proud. And I'm telling you right now, they got every right to be. But what you got to do is get off your whole, I'm not paying that kind of money because it's a curbside. Really, dude, you're really screwing yourself. Not giving yourself the opportunity of having the joy of building a Tamiya kit. I'm telling you, all the stuff you complain about, all the other kit manufacturers, and I understand some of you guys are totally into muscle cars, which they have done a few. They do a different subject, so I can understand that. But if there's a subject, if you like Porsches, if you like Nissans, like I got a ton, I've done videos on the Nissan Skylines. Oh, I love Skylines. And this, I'll tell you, if you want to do a S550 Mustang, it's really the only one out besides that Revell Snap kit. It's a killer model. I did that video and built it up when I got a hold of that kit, early. And that model was an absolute joy. And it doesn't have an engine, but holy cow, the freaking detail. And I'm working on one right now that I'm going to be bringing back. That is a Porsche that has amazing detail and there's no engine. There's like underneath you can see the engine, and I don't care. I'm putting all this detail into the interior because it's got really cool stuff in the interior. I've showed it, that Porsche, before. I've showed little tips on it. You guys all like the roll cage. The tires and wheels are amazing. Nobody tops Tamiya with their tires and wheels. But you are really, with that total blocked off, or just totally shutting it down. There's no way I would buy one of those kits because they don't have an engine. You are losing out on the opportunity to build a fine crafted model kit. That the old joke of throw some glue and an X-Acto blade into the kit, shake that sucker up, boom, you got a model. It's almost like that. They fall together. They do have their challenges. I mean, it's in challenges in a good way. They're just beautiful model kits. If you want to really enjoy yourself in some model building, grab yourself a Tamiya kit. Grab yourself some of the Fujimis. Fujimi, they like to really go nuts on the detail and go really high on the parts count. And some of you guys might like it. Fujimis, they can be exquisite too. And then there's other, I'm not going to do the whole line of all of them, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Aoshima, I love some of their kits. I like Japanese cars and I like European cars, so I get a lot of those kits. And I really enjoy them. That freaking 12 scale Porsche I did a little video on when it came out, that was tooled up in the 70s, and that thing is amazing. There was none of the U.S. companies that were doing that quality of kits. They were still toys with metal axles going through the engine block. Yeah, not Tamiya. They were way ahead of their time. Again, I'm going to say it. Go over to Max's Models and check out that video. It'll explain it all. And any of his other ones. He's got some really good documentaries. Like, they could be on PBS. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you are missing out. You got to shed that way of thinking. It's just such a narrow-minded way of thinking in the hobby. You don't know what you're losing out on. And like I said, for crying out loud, you go buy a Tamiya kit. It's cost just about the same as a Revell kit. You know, if Revell kits are getting $40, $45, a Tamiya kit's $40, $50. What the heck's the difference? And if you say engine, I'm going to punch you in the neck. Will you let it go? And they're not curbside. I'm going to reiterate, I don't know the word. I am going to cover this again. Curbside. Tamiyas are not. Curbside is a body that you paint and you shove some wheels maybe on a simple chassis and you put blackout wind. That is a curbside, guys. That is the definition of a curbside. Just because it doesn't have an opening hood and no engine in it, but if it's got interior detail, it is not a curbside. End of story. End of story. As a matter of fact, to top that, I remember this is back in the late 80s. I built this really cool model and it technically was a curbside. I was going for it, but I wanted to put an engine in it. I wanted to go against the grain. And when I tried to enter it into curbside, they wouldn't let me. And then when I entered it into street rod, because it was a 40 Ford, it got knocked down because there was no detail in the chassis. There was no interior. It was just blacked out windows. The thing they got me on is that it didn't have a transmission. I just had this stick holding it in place because it wasn't supposed to be lifted up. I wanted it in curbside. And they wouldn't let it be in curbside because it had an engine. Isn't that a goofy one? So, and I agreed with it, and it was cool. But I did get best engine because the engine was freaking cool back in the day. So in that contest, I kind of won with best engine. It's over there, this award right here. That's like one of my favorite ones. I won best engine with a curbside. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, boys. That's my rant for the day. I don't have much more to say, but I will say this, because I always have something to say. I put out a thing on Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group, Lucas C's Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group. And I said, dudes, my fellow car modelers, I can't seem to finish a kit, so I'm picking out one of my unfinished kits. Why don't you guys do it? One that you stalled out, and, pick one, and whammo, dudes, get it done by the first part of January, and we post them all up. So if you want to get involved, if you have a stalled kit and you're not on the Lucas C's Model Car Hobby Headquarters Facebook group, go down there, description below, link into it, join. I'll allow you to come in, or Aaron will, and if he doesn't, I'll punch him in the throat.
Don't judge me.
For crying out loud, join in with us. If you got that stalled kit, maybe this will give you incentive to get it done. It's going to do it for me, because a model that I have featured that I can't seem to finish, I have decided, guys, and you dudes who are on it, I am going to finish my Tamiya. Slammed. A couple of Tamiya kits were used. I'm going to finish this sucker. That's the one that's on the bench. I'm going to get it done by January 1st. or I'm going to throw myself off the roof of this house, and I'll film it. I will film it of me throwing myself off the roof of this frickin' house. That's all I got to say. I hope I angered you guys to the point that you're going to open your ears and open your minds and go out and get yourself a Tamiya kit and don't worry about the frickin' engine. By the way, they do have some killer kits. Here's a funny one. Here's a goofy one. So I buy all these Skylines from Tamiya. I bought a whole bunch of them. Got into this kick. And the one that was the cheapest, dudes, it had an engine in it and a lift-off hood. It was the cheapest one. I don't get it. Thank goodness, because I wanted it for parts. So I bought 2 of them because I'm combining it with that Datsun pickup that I'll probably never build. Tamiya makes exquisite kits. You're really missing out if you're just saying it doesn't have an engine, so I'm not going to bother with it. Whoa. You're crazy. You're crazy. Tell me this. Look at that. Is that a simple kit that, too much money, no way, has no detail? That is not a curbside. But this won't come up and show you the rest of the engine. Who cares? If you take a look at the detail in that, I'm just going crazy. I'm putting all kinds of stuff, and I still got stuff to do in the interior. So, you know, you're nuts. You're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're losing out. Open up your mind. Stop having this closed-minded thinking and go get yourself a Tamiya kit. It's worth the money. You will enjoy the build so much. And I want to tell you guys something else. But I'm done with that subject. We're done. I just want to thank my producers. You'll get a little scroll at the end with, my bitchin' Foss body cruising down the road really fast, breaking rules and laws. I want to thank you guys. You guys are helping out. And I want to tell you this, and they know for it. I've been working on Patreon to get my producers some exclusive content that you guys will not see here on YouTube. I'm going to start figuring out a way to, get you guys something a little more than everybody else because you want to invest into this channel and make it grow. I thank you. Another way to help this channel out is check out the merch. Why do you not want a Model Car Hobby headquarters shirt? It's like the thing. If you're going to go to a hobby shop, if you're going to go to a model show, if we ever get them back, you got to be sporting this shirt because, I'm telling you, it's going to be the thing. So you want to get the shirt. And we got the cool mugs. And I got a new shirt. I got a new shirt coming out. Check this out. It's a cool shirt. That's funny, isn't it? It's got my new catchphrase on it. What the heck? I want to do another one that has the you glue your fingers and cut the siren, but I'm trying to get some cool artwork for that one. I thought this was a cool shirt. Somebody suggested it. One of my producers, by the way. And I threw it out there. So go over to my Teespring store and pick yourself out some shirts and some mugs. Have fun. Show what kind of model builder you are. And last but not least, probably the biggest thing that helps this channel out is you guys subscribing if you haven't, liking, and giving that ding thumbs up. It helps out. What can I say? I love it when you do that. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside because I'm a warm and fuzzy person. So with that, I want to thank you all. And why don't you go build a frickin' model car? Because it's fun! And glue fingers and cut styrene. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I can't find my fucking phone. Now I gotta spend time looking it up because I'm never prepared. I'm never prepared.